In a small, peaceful town somewhere in southwestern Nigeria, there lived a respected man named Mr. Adams. He was known by everyone, the kind of man people greeted from across the street. He had two sons, Daniel, the older one, quiet and responsible, and David, the younger one, restless, charming, and full of big dreams. Their father loved them dearly, and together they worked on his farm, rearing goats and tending crops. Life was simple, but for David, it felt too simple. He wanted something bigger, lights, adventure, and a taste of the city life. One morning, David walked up to his father and said, "Father, I've been thinking. I want to see the world. I want to go to Lagos, start my own life. Please give me my share of your wealth." Mr. Adams looked at him for a long while. "David, my son," he said calmly, "Lagos is not heaven. That city can swallow a man whole if he's not careful." But David only smiled. "Father, don't worry. I know what I'm doing." Daniel stood nearby, shaking his head quietly. He had seen this kind of confidence before, and it often led to trouble. With a sigh, Mr. Adams divided his property, giving David his portion. Within a few days, David was ready to go. He packed his finest clothes, wore his best shoes, and slung a brand new travel bag over his shoulder. As the early morning sun rose, he waved to his father and brother. "Don't forget us," Mr. Adams shouted. "I'll be back soon, Father, with plenty of money," David called, grinning. He boarded a Lagos-bound bus, excitement bubbling in his chest. As the bus disappeared down the red, dusty road, Daniel sighed. "We'll see how this ends," he muttered. "Ah, Lagos, the city that never sleeps." At first, it was everything David had imagined. Tall buildings, bright lights, endless energy. He checked into a nice hotel and made plenty of new friends. They hailed him as David the Big Boy. They went clubbing, drank expensive drinks, and ate fancy meals. He even started wearing dark shades indoors, just to show he had arrived. Every day felt like a party, and each night he told himself, "Life is sweet, but Lagos doesn't smile forever." After a few weeks, David's wallet began to slim down like a dieting goat. His new friends suddenly had urgent calls whenever the bill arrived. One afternoon, he took them out for lunch. But when the waiter dropped the bill, everyone looked away. Soon, his hotel bill piled up. The manager knocked one morning, asking him to check out. And when David looked inside his bag, he realized even his last pair of socks had holes. With no money, no friends, and nowhere to stay, David wandered the streets. He begged for work, but was turned away again and again, until one man, a pig farmer, said, "If you're strong enough, come help me feed my pigs." And so, the son of a respected man found himself knee-deep in mud, feeding pigs for a few naira a day. The smell was terrible, the work was hard, and the pay? Just enough for Gary and water. One hot afternoon, David sat by the pig pen, staring blankly. He whispered, "Even father's servants eat rice and stew every day. Me, I'm here fighting pigs for food." His eyes filled with tears. "I'll go back home," he said. "I'll tell father I'm sorry. I don't even deserve to be called his son." For the first time in months, David felt a strange peace. The peace that comes when you finally decide to go back to where you belong. And so David began his journey home. He walked barefoot along dusty roads, carrying a small torn bag. He rehearsed his apology over and over again. The road was long and hot, but his heart grew lighter with each step. He didn't know if his father would forgive him, but he was ready to try. Meanwhile, Mr. Adams was sitting under the mango tree outside his house, as he did every evening. He looked down the road and saw a familiar figure in the distance. Could it be? He stood up and dropped his walking stick. "That's my boy!" Before David could even reach the gate, his father was already running toward him. He hugged him tightly, tears streaming down his face. "Father, I'm sorry," David stammered. "I messed up." "Shh," Mr. Adams said softly. "You were lost, and now you're found." Within minutes, the compound was buzzing with excitement. "Everybody, come home! My son is back!" Mr. Adams shouted joyfully. They brought out new clothes, slippers, and even his favorite native wear. "Go and cook jollof rice! Kill one of the goats!" Music filled the air, drums beating, women dancing, neighbors rejoicing. It was a celebration of love, forgiveness, and second chances. But not everyone was dancing. Daniel, the elder brother, stood at the corner, arms folded. "Father," he said bitterly, "I've been here all along, working hard, doing everything right, yet you never threw me a party. Now this, my brother, who wasted everything, you're celebrating him?" Mr. Adams looked at him kindly. "Daniel, my son, all I have is already yours. But we must celebrate. Your brother was lost, and now he's back." The next morning, the compound was quiet again. The sun rose gently over the fields. David helped his father on the farm while Daniel fetched water from the well. Mr. Adams looked at both of them and smiled. "Ah, my boys," he said softly, "this is peace." And David finally understood. The home he was searching for was never out there in Lagos. It had always been right here, where love, forgiveness, and jollof rice never run out. No matter how far you go, home will always be waiting.